guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Hannah, and in today's video we are doing a fall decorate with me. So if this is something you are interested in watching, just keep on watching. All right, so in today's video we are going to be decorating my front entryway space, my dining room, my sideboard, which is the backdrop you guys see, my living room, and a little bit of the console table that backs my sofa. So I'm gonna be jam-packing this video full of different ways to decorate your space for the fall season. I'm super proud of myself because this year I only purchased one new item. Hence why I haven't done a fall haul, why I'm not going to be sharing a fall haul with you guys. As I was looking at my fall decorations from previous years, I have so much stuff. From stems to decor to foliage. I honestly felt I did not need anything this year, which I really want to stress to you guys. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of new items for your spaces to feel different and new. Just move things around, get creative on recreating different looks with different items that you already own. And I'm honestly telling you, you will definitely surprise yourself with how a space and pre-existing decor can feel different. So always want to stress that to you guys. Obviously, I know we share on here as creators our spaces, items that we own in our own homes. So if you are interested in shopping anything, it will be linked down below. But again, you guys do not need to buy anything in order for your spaces to feel fresh and new. But without further ado, you guys, let's get into today's video.
All right, we are starting with my front entryway space. Now, if you would have caught my summer decorate with me, I brought this lamp here. I've never brought in a lamp source to my entryway, and I loved it so much that I wanted to keep it put. Next, I'm adding a few coffee table books, my picture stand with one of my Hobby Lobby prints in there, and then I'm gonna trickle in a couple of candle accessories, including this really pretty amber glass cloche, and again, a snuffer and a vintage biscuit mold to hold my candle there. Now, shifting gears to the right-hand side, I'm bringing two different vessels in, same style, just two different sizes, and then adding a variety of these thistle stems. I scored these about 2 years ago at HomeGoods, and I have seriously gotten my use out of them. I absolutely love these for the fall and winter months. Next, I'm doing something a little bit different, something I have yet to do. I'm adding a fall wreath to the center of this mirror to kind of top it off, and then adding one of my little vintage stools to the bottom end of my console table. Shifting gears over to my dining room, I wanted to keep this space simple but still add a little bit of fall so everything tied together. This rattan woven vase is from At Home, and then within that vase I have two different stems. One was from Darby Creek Trading and the other was from Crate & Barrel that I picked up a few years ago. And then to the right of that vase, I just added a low profile terracotta bowl with a handful of my dried preserved split oranges. And then to add just a little bit more of that detail, I'm adding this beautiful brown plaid throw blanket that I actually sourced on Amazon. Moving into my living room, the first thing I did was I removed my shearling round ottomans and I replaced them with my Our House velvet rust color ottomans. I think this is such a simple thing to do. Ottomans, you can move them all throughout your space. They don't take up a lot of room and they really do transform the look of a space. Next, we're gonna give my coffee table just a quick clean. I always do this prior to bringing new decor. And then for the first item, we're bringing this low profile vase that I purchased from Kathy Crow a while ago. Unfortunately, is discontinued, but it is one of my favorite vases to decorate with. I'm then adding magnolia home stems. I got these last year. There are a total of 3 of them. I'm not sure if those are still available this year or if she brought something back similar, but that is there. Adding a variety of coffee table books and then my marble vintage pears that I sourced from Australia. From the side of those books, I'm bringing in a candle moment. So I picked up a beautiful pumpkin spice candle from HomeGoods. And then I recently purchased this little marble bud vase from Wayfair to house my matches. And again, a couple more candle accessories to kind of top this look off. Next, I'm adding this beautiful marble bowl. This is from Arizona when I was in state shopping. This is one of my favorite pieces. And then lastly, I'm bringing my McGee & Co. woven boxes. Moving over to my sofa, I'm adding a variety of different pillows. These are pillows that I already have on hand. I definitely go with a more maximalist style, mixing patterns, mixing colors, really bringing in that kind of fall coloring, fall feeling. It might be a lot for some, but again, I'm just trying to utilize with what I have, and I think it turned out really beautiful. Next, I'm adding in my Lola blankets. These are so good. I actually got these on sale, so if you can score them when they are having a sale, these are such great gifts. They are super, super soft, and I really do love them, especially my kids. And then lastly, I'm bringing in my woven chairs and then just adding a couple accessories, including that beautiful throw blanket and some pillows. Shifting to the back side of my sofa, my console table, I picked up one new item this fall, which was preserved pumpkins. So I had this idea of having my dough bowl, adding some Spanish moss to the bowl, and then having those preserved pumpkins just kind of laying within the bowl, giving it more of that organic feel. It still feels like fall, but it's not super themed, it's not super kitschy, and I just love how this turned out. These were about $20 a piece, so they were a little bit on the steep side, but I really do love how this turned out, and I could definitely move these throughout my space. So I'm just adding that bowl to the center of my console table. Now, I really already loved the look of the style that I did here, so I just added a few elements like the pumpkins to the top. I brought a small arrangement, a candle, and then I added that star pod to the bottom. Sometimes you really don't need to do a lot in order for it to feel like fall, but just kind of switching out a few elements to make it feel like the season is perfectly fine. Moving on to the last portion of today's video, which is my sideboard. We are bringing in this rice vessel from Restoration Hardware and then adding 2 oversized branches from Crate & Barrel. These are probably my favorite. They just add such a statement. They're huge, tall in height, and I love the coloring. It's not in your face. It's a very muted fall tone. So if you've been on the hunt or if you've been debating these, I highly recommend them. Next, we're bringing in a book moment. I have my stand there from Gee & Co, a coffee table book, and then a vintage wooden spoon as a bookmark. And then we're adding those iron candle holders to the center. And then to top it off, I'm bringing 2 coffee table books, these vintage pots that I sourced online. And then I have these little bunny tails that I actually got from Hobby Lobby in this beautiful rust color. So I really wanted to bring in almost 2 different types of stems from each side of the sideboard. As you guys see as I pan out, I really love how this looks. It's not overdone, it's not super themed, but you still get the feeling of fall, again, without it feeling like super overdone. You don't need a lot sometimes, you don't need to overthink it, but this is fall 2025 in my home, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
Alright, you guys, and that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this Fall Decorate With Me 2025. Like I mentioned in my intro, everything will be linked down below if there was something you saw within today's video that you want to check out for yourself. I believe I will be bringing you guys one more fall dedicated video, focusing more on the kitchen and just how we can make our spaces feel a little bit more like that fall season. So definitely be on the hunt for that. But until the next time, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.